This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking Athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana Athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Last weekend, Coach Tom Billiter's Augustana men's basketball team picked up a pair of home court victories. The Vikings defeated the University of Mary 85-78 and edged Minot State 72-70. In the win over Mary, senior guard Cameron McCaffrey broke loose for a career-high 40 points. Cam made 13 of 21 field goal attempts, including 6 out of 8 from three-point land. He also dished out 7 assists and had no turnovers. Alex Richter added 16 points and freshman guard Jamal Taylor 10. Augustana got out to a 45-43 halftime lead and led 80-70 after a thunderous dunk by Alex Richter. The Vikings then made their free throws down the stretch to claim the victory. Then on Saturday, Augustana held off a hard-playing Minot team to move their record to 12-4 overall with an 8-4 mark in NSIC action. Cameron McCaffrey again had a solid game as he scored 15 points and passed out 5 assists. But a trio of Viking freshmen came up big to help the team to victory. Dan Jansen scored 15 points, Joe Burt 14, and Zach Huskin 10. Junior Yuri Malashenko came off the bench to tally 10 points and haul down 7 rebounds. Alex Richter also pounded the boards as he grabbed 8 rebounds. Augustana moved out to a 31-20 halftime lead, but the Vikings withstood a furious second half rally by the Beavers to gain the 2-point win. In women's basketball, Coach Dave Krause' team improved their record to 14-2 overall with a 71-59 victory over the University of Mary and a 94-66 thrashing of Minot State. The Augustana ladies currently lead the NSIC with a 10-2 record. In the win over Mary, senior Alex Feeney led the Vikings with 20 points and 11 rebounds. Seniors Lydia Nelson and Faith Tinklenberg added 13 and 12 points respectively. Augustana out-rebounded the Marauders 52-41 and had 23 assists, led by 8 from Shantiva Ashley. Emily Schulte had 3 of the Vikings' 8 steals. Then on Saturday afternoon, Augustana ran past Minot State behind 26 points from Alex Feeney, 14 from Andrea Whitney, 12 from Shantiva Ashley, and 10 from Cammie Coyne. The Vikings canned 11 of 20 three-pointers in the victory and out-rebounded the Beavers 47-33. In wrestling, Coach Jason Reitmeyer's team picked up a pair of dual meet victories. Augustana edged Southwest Minnesota State 19-18 and defeated Augsburg 23-13. Winners in the road match at Southwest were TJ North at 125 pounds, Brandon Charbonneau at 141, Nate Herta at 149, Sean Derry at 184, Jade Dokken at 197, and Brian Schultz at 285. In the Augsburg match at the Elman Center, Sean Derry recorded a pin at 184 pounds and Nate Herta a major decision at 149. Winners by decision were Brandon Charbonneau, Sean Hadelstadt, and Jade Dokken. In indoor track, Coach Tracy Hellman's men's and women's teams competed at the tough University of Minnesota Invitational in Minneapolis. The Vikings sent 33 athletes into competition with 16 earning points. Overall, the women placed 6th and the men 7th. That's our sports update for this week. When we return, we'll talk Augustana men's basketball with Coach Tom Billiter. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, part of our community, part of your life. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
Timing means everything here at Sanford, where experts have the skill to make split-second decisions when life hands you the unexpected. It takes a team to be the best, prepared and connected to a network of care, to life-saving treatments, ready before you ever need us. Your heart, our hands, connected. Sanford Heart.
I have evidence that proves my dad's a space alien. Speaks a weird language. Drinks green stuff. He says he's from Albuquerque. I'm not buying it. I mean, just look at him. And one more thing, he has a spaceship. The evidence doesn't lie. My dad's an alien.
The highly advanced Audi A6, named to Car and Driver's 10 Best. Experience exceptional value on the Audi A6 at your local dealer today.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football, teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
Joining me now is Augustana men's basketball coach Tom Billiter. Well, Tom, last weekend, Vikings back home, friendly confines of the Elman Center. 2 games, 2 victories. Win over Mary and a win over Minot. Both of them were hard fought.
Yeah, I thought both teams came in here, played very well, shot the ball extremely well. Mary really shot it and played very well. It was a good game. You know, it was a very good college basketball game, and it took a Herculean effort by Cam McCaffrey with 40 points, 7 assists, no turnovers, in my opinion, to win the game. And you know, Cam wasn't happy after the Wayne State game. It's obviously a game we thought we should have won, although Wayne, you know, did a great job hanging in there, won it at the end, but we had some key missed free throws, turnovers at the end, and I think Cam kind of owned up to that one. I've never visited with him about it, but you could just tell he was so ready to play on Friday night. I haven't seen him quite like that before.
Yeah.
And he came out and did it. I mean, it's one thing to act that way, it's another to back it up, and you know, he walked the walk. He did what he thought he needed to do for us to win the game, and you know, we only won by 7. You know, he scored was responsible for over half our points with points and assists. So again, you know, I compliment both teams. You know, I thought Mary and Minot came in here and played extremely good basketball.
Well, you know, in the Mary game, there were certainly other good performances, Alex Richter and Jamal Taylor. But my goodness, Tom, you know, let's stop a minute. Cam has 40 points. 6 out of 8 from 3-point. I don't know what his overall shooting was, but it was unbelievable. He had 7 or 8 assists, no turnovers. I mean, that is a pretty doggone good college basketball game for a guy.
He missed a layup, which he'll never do on a break. Nice pass from Jamal. And he missed 2 free throws. So, I mean, he easily could have broke the record, you know. And after the game, first person I saw was Schilling. Cody comes down, you know, and he was going to probably slip me a 50. I said, take 100 to take him out when he's at 42. So, no, Cody's great about it. But, you know, he was that close to it. And, you know, he'll have other opportunities. He passed your scoring record this weekend. You seem very good about that. As long as we win, you're in a hole. It doesn't matter now. Records are meant to be broken.
That record was 1873, by the way.
Yeah, that was quite a record. So, yeah, back when they averaged 30 points a game as a team.
We had the peach baskets.
But it was a good weekend to get 2 wins. But we have to play better basketball. I don't want to take anything away from those 2 teams. They played very well, but there's things we have to get better at. You know, namely rebounding, which we're very good at, but we got to get back to the basics, and there's just some things defensively that we didn't do as well as we've been doing.
Well, we can't leave the games without talking about the play of the freshmen on Saturday night. Holy cow, Tom, they gave you a tremendous lift.
Yeah, you know, to have, you know, we had Dan with 15, we had Joe Burt with 14. Obviously, Zach, he had a very good weekend again. And so, you know, and that's with Casey Schilling out with injury, who's another freshman. Then you're bringing Jamal Taylor off the bench as a freshman. You know, it's a really young group. It's a good group. The one thing I would say that's been so good is they're sophomores now. You know, they've played so many minutes that we're just really at an advantage with that, and that'll really help us next year. And again, Cam was a quiet 15 and 5, but he got a lot of shots for those guys. At first, that weren't going down, eventually did. So it's always going to be young kids looking pretty good in this because we're playing so many of them. You know, I mean, I'm starting 3 freshmen and a sophomore and Alex Richter, and that's with Schilling out, who was a starter. So there's 4 freshmen. You know, and we do miss Brennan Olson, who's a junior, who was having a very good year for us, who broke a heel fracture in his calcaneus. So we've had some unique injuries this year, and kids continue to play hard. And you know, we have to overcome. It's part of the game.
Well, great wins. The Vikings now up to 12-4 overall, 8-4 in the NSIC. And back on the road this weekend, 2 tough ones, Tom. We go to Concordia St. Paul and then on to Minnesota State.
Concordia got that, you know, monkey off their back. They ended up getting a win this weekend. And like I've said, I think they're a very good basketball team. All their scores are close, and I'm sure that was good for them and their confidence level. And then, in my opinion, Mankato's as good as, you know, anybody in the league. Winona's very good. They're good. Southwest State's playing very well. Moorhead's good. St. Cloud's good. I mean, there's a lot of good teams. But Mankato's really got a nice group, and they've really seemed to be meshing right now and playing very well. So, yeah, every game's hard, though. You know, heck, we're at home and win by 7 and 2, and on the road they're all close, lose at Bemidji by by 2 and it went by 1. So it's just kind of how this team is. We're never going to ever blow anyone out, but I don't know if we'll get blown out either. You know, we tend to hang in there and play hard. So.
Well, Tom, your team is fun to watch. They're exciting. They're young. They're doing a tremendous job. So keep them going. Good luck
How about
this weekend.
the crowds, Grow?
Yeah,
I mean,
the
these people,
phenomenal.
they're phenomenal. I mean, I just can't get over with the weather and what have you. And they really like watching Dave's team and our team and how we play. And, you know, we're just very appreciative of the crowds as well.
Yeah, thanks, fans, and good luck, Coach.
Thanks.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fayok, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day.
1, 2, 3, break!
Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
You can be part of
something bigger.
As Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profit.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
Augustana basketball is back at the Elman Center. Friday, it's the Bulldogs of Minnesota Duluth at 6 and 8. Purchase 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 Cokes for $40 at goaugie.com/4pack and save $26. Saturday, the Huskies of St. Cloud State come to town as Reza the Illusionist performs at halftime of the men's game. Tip-off is at 4 and 6. Use the coupon code VIKING at goaugie.com/tickets to receive a buy one, get one free ticket. Offer valid online only. It's Viking basketball at the Elman Center.
We're back, and with me now is Augustana women's basketball coach Dave Krauth. Dave, last weekend, Vikings back home, friendly confines of the Elman Center. 2 games, 2 victories. A win over University of Mary, and followed that up with a huge victory over Minot State. Great for the Vikings.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, and you know, I think as you know, most of the years have proven, the Elman Center has been good to us. And really, you know, we especially starting with Mary. Mary was just a team that I thought we'd probably split the first place preseason poll votes with. They had a coaching change early in the fall, and so they got my vote. But a very talented team and a very difficult team for us to match up with, and you know, we got through it, and it wasn't one of those nights where, you know, we were hitting on all cylinders and knocking all our shots down, but we got through. Yeah, it was a nice win, and then that followed up with another good one over Minot. Yeah, and Minot, you know, I think tried to, I shouldn't say copy, but I mean they tried the basically the same matchup strategy where they went small against us, and you know, I think it's interesting when you compare her because the kid DeAngelis was a kid who started for him, kind of a perimeter kid. She had 27. Alex, you know, matched up with her, and Alex Feeney had 26. But Alex's stats, you know, just her efficiency from the field, and I think the supporting cast, if you will, with Alex. You know, we had a very good night on Saturday and got ourselves a comfortable lead. Yeah, and Alex had a great night on Friday, too. And Dave, you have a lot of people contributing, certainly underclassmen, but lately the seniors have really kind of stepped up for you. Well, you know, and you know, you certainly like to see that as a coach, that you've got veteran players, and you know, Alex's weekend, I mean, it'd be pretty tough to top with the 2 games, but she was very good. But you know, I've just been happy with the play of Lydia Nelson over the last couple weeks. Been kind of giving us some real steady play. Faith Tinklenberg, I think, has scored a little bit more than maybe she has in the past, and you know, Cammie has come off the bench and it always gives us that 9-10 points. Hits a couple big threes, and so we really gotten some nice senior leadership. Yeah, and that's so important. And you know, after the setbacks at home here, people kind of wonder what's going on, and I think that's when the seniors kind of
have to come to the forefront for you, and they have.
Yeah, and you know, I think Alex is an excellent leader. She made the point early on too. Sometimes it's tough when you're not a guard, you know, with the ball in your hand. You know what your role from a leadership standpoint, but. You know, I think she realizes, you know, you lead by example, you put your best effort on the court, and that's just something you can't question with her.
Well, Dave, it's been mentioned many times here, but your fan support is just so special here at the Ullman Center.
Yeah, you know, we actually had a couple, you know, just media type things that came up recently, including kind of a feature story in last Sunday's Argus Leader, where that came out too, and it's just it's been great over the years, and you know, I think the fact that, you know, we've had some pretty good teams, but just, you know, some loyalty, and people have come to appreciate the women's game, and you know, our support both for our women and our men this year has just been wonderful.
So thank you, fans. Keep up that support. We need you. Well, Dave, it's back on the road, and you know, people are going to play this. Just talking to Cammie Coyne here, talking about the word revenge, but you know, the two that got us here at home, Minnesota State and Concordia, now we go back in divisional play and we play them on the road. So big games Friday, Saturday.
Well, and just from a you know, a talent standpoint, you know, where we're all at in the standings, all of that. I mean, they're big games, but they're tough road games. And you know, to me, when I kind of go back to that old adage, you know, if we could go get a split on the road, that'd be great. Now Concordia has just, you know, they've swept us and Wayne on the road. They swept St. Cloud and Duluth, the two leaders on the north on the road. So you're able to do that. You almost give yourself a little bit of edge, or maybe the spot in the driver's seat. But it'll be a tough road weekend for us. And you know, I just hope we come and have a couple of nice, solid games.
Well, the Vikings are 14-2 overall, 10-2 in the NSIC. Big road games, Dave. Good luck to you and your team.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
1, 2, 3, break! Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
The Volkswagen Passat, winner of Motor Trend's mid-size sedan comparison, beating out the best-selling sedans in its class. Just another feature that comes standard. That's the power of German engineering.
Midconet Extreme Wideband. 3 levels of extremely fast connections with exceptional capacity to choose from. Extreme 1.0, exciting speeds that start out faster than anyone in the region. Extreme 2.0, exhilarating speed for gaming or streaming. Extreme 3.0, extraordinary speed for the whole house. It's among the nation's fastest. 3 extreme speeds. Only from Midconet Extreme Wideband.
Build your own bundle and save today. xisnext.com.
Joining me now is Augustana senior women's basketball player Cammie Coyne. Cammie, it's wonderful to have you on Augustana Sportscene. Viking fans have seen you on the court here playing ball for Coach Kraus' team the last 4 years, and certainly have enjoyed your exciting play. To begin with here, let's go back. Coleman Egan High School, you were a senior, outstanding player. Why did you pick Augustana?
Well, Coach Kraus really was a great guy to start with, you know, just having me come on my visit and go around the campus. I really enjoyed what I saw, and not only that, Egan, South Dakota is my hometown, so it's only 30 miles from here, and the youngest, so I had to stay close to my mom and dad. I couldn't get too far away because their support means the world to me, and having them be able to come to all my games is just awesome. You're having them in the crowd to look up at if you're having a rough series, or after the game, you know, to get a little side change too. So it was just really great to have the opportunity to come to Augustana, both academically and athletically.
Yeah, well, Cammie, well, we're certainly very glad you came. You've had a wonderful career here, and I guess you've been playing basketball a long, long time.
Yeah.
What do you like about the game of basketball?
Well, my dad started me out really young, so it was just a great way for him and I to interact and bond and hang out. And my mom, she's always there to support me too. So I kind of just like grew up with it, and I come from a very competitive family. So I think that was definitely something that was good to go along with the basketball aspect of things, and just the drive and the desire to succeed and win and compete. And I guess I like the camaraderie too that I get from teammates. It's just so much fun to have like someone you like, kind of a group you belong to, and have the girls to interact with, and always someone there beside you to support you. So I really like the friendship aspect of it too.
Well, it's a special feeling to be a part of a team, and especially a successful team like the Vikings have been. Cammie, you've been on some great teams here. This year's team, we are 14-2, 10-2 in the NSIC. We are having a tremendous year. We had a little setback, but we're back on track. What do you think about the ball club?
You know, I think the setback obviously was hard to take at the time, but maybe it was a good eye-opener just to remind us that we have to come into every game with a lot of energy and enthusiasm and ready to play. And there's not going to be a game that's just given to us. So we need to show up and make sure that we perform at the level that we're capable of, and just keep going with it. So I'm feeling really confident in the girls and the team right now, and the way things are going, that we'll keep going along a successful path. So hopefully we can prevail and continue to do well.
Well, you have a special role for the Vikings as you come off the bench, and you've got that way to ignite us with a three-pointer and that kind of thing. What's it like to come off, and how do you get so ready to go right away?
Well, I mean, you got to be ready to go right away, or you're going to be ready to come out right away. So I like being able to come in off the bench, because you see the girls, they start off and they get in the flow, and you kind of are able to see what the other team's doing. So you know how to kind of adjust yourself and get ready to play, or the like small things that you can do, or when you can get a steal, or kind of where to move and cut on offense. And so when I go in, I just like to be able to come out and give the girls that are coming out a break, and just do my thing and try to help us out a little bit more and give us a, keep going with how we're doing, since we're usually on top, so we keep rolling with that. Right. But yeah, I like to be able to come in and try to ignite us a little bit and keep going.
Well, the fans at Augustana are great ones, and they certainly appreciate the game of basketball, know how important someone off the bench is. Talk about our fans. What's your feeling about the Augustana home court with the ladies?
I mean, home games are just so much fun to play. I love the whole atmosphere. It is great. The number of people that we get is just tremendous. You go on the road sometimes, and I think we have more parents that come than other fans from their community, which is hard to get ready to play for sometimes. But when you come to Augie, you just have such a great surrounding. The atmosphere is amazing. People are just so supportive after the game. They always come up to you and chat with you. The boosters are so awesome. And I mean, you can't forget our student section. Right. They are just always there with a bunch of energy to help fuel our fires and just keep going. And I can't say enough good things about how awesome it is to get to be a part of playing at Augustana, and the pep band, and just everything put together. It's just such an amazing experience, and something that I know that I'll have with me forever, that I won't forget running onto the court.
Right, it is special, and we know it's helped us win a lot of ball games too. Cammie, switching gears here a little bit. Okay. You're a business major. You're already working. Talk a little bit about your major, your future plans.
Well, I am a business major with an emphasis in management and marketing and a minor in psychology, and my academic advisor is Jason Harris, and I am just so lucky that he's been my academic advisor through everything. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming with school and basketball, so he's just been such a great contribution to my success here at Augie, as far as adding academics and basketball together, because he gets it. And I think a lot of the teachers at Augustana are very understanding of the fact that you're a student athlete, and they take pride in our athletic success as in addition to our academic success. So they're willing to work with you, and still you don't fall behind. So I think that's really great, and has helped me to be in the role that I am now. I'm working part-time at Merrill Lynch on Jeff Breck's group. So it's a great opportunity for me, and I guess we'll see what the future holds, and possibly move into a full-time role with Merrill Lynch. So yeah, I feel really lucky to have had Augustana, because I did my internship for Augustana through Merrill Lynch, and that's kind of where I got recognized and was asked to come back and join Mr. Breck's group. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, fans out there, you watched Cammie on the floor, and now you got to know a lot about her. other side of the world with her career, and you can see she's one smart cookie, so she's going to do very well. Kind of finishing up here, reflect on your days as a student and a basketball player at Augustana. Yeah, kind of like I was saying, like as a student athlete, Augustana has been a great school to come to, just because the teachers are really understanding of the pressures that you have as a student athlete and how overwhelming your schedule can be. So they do such a great job of working with you. And I think that my biggest memory that I'll take away is obviously my teammates, because it's just, I've been on some really great teams and have some really wonderful people around me that you make lifelong connections with. But the memory that I'll probably have the most is being able to run out on the court to our school song and everybody there and standing up, and just the incredible support you have. Like, not just from your boosters or your fans or my parents, or, you know, like the teachers and the coaches, and just like the Sioux Falls community as a whole too recognizes you and knows you and respects you and appreciates you. So I think that Augustana is just such a great school, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. Well, we've been happy to have you here. We got a lot of basketball to go, and the Vikings are going to go far. So thanks, Cammie. And thank you. Good luck. Thank you very much.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
Augustana basketball is back at the Elman Center. Friday, it's the Bulldogs of Minnesota Duluth at 6 and 8. Purchase 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 Cokes for $40 at goaugie.com/4pack and save $26. Saturday, the Huskies of St. Cloud State come to town as Reza the Illusionist performs at halftime of the men's game. Tip-off is at 4 and 6. Use the coupon code VIKING at goaugie.com/tickets to receive a buy one, get one free ticket. Offer valid online only. It's Viking basketball at the Elman Center.
Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Friday, January 25th, wrestling big home match against a very good St. Cloud State team at the Elman Center at 7 o'clock. And the basketball teams hit the road at Concordia St. Paul. The women tip off at 6, followed by the men at 8. Saturday, January 26th, wrestling back home again against another strong team, Minnesota State Mankato, at the Elman Center again at 7 o'clock. Indoor track is at the MSU Open in Mankato. And to complete Minnesota State Mankato Day for the Vikings, we take on the Mavericks in basketball at Mankato. The women start at 4, followed by the men at 6. Augustana Athletics information. Remember, you can hear all the Augustana women's games on KXRB AM 1000 and worldwide on the web at kxrb.com. And Augustana men's basketball is on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide at KIKN.com. And for complete information on Augustana Athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com, where you can also get discount tickets at goaugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Augustana Sportscene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly review of Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.